Well, as a major winter storm approaches the state of Wisconsin, today was not the calm before the storm. Temperatures in the 30s right now with gusty winds continuing here in Appleton up to nearly 40 miles per hour, and in Oshkosh after numerous gusts over 50 miles per hour for much of the day. We're now looking at winds gusting to around 46 miles per hour. Still some snow showers and flurries out there. Once again, some heavy snow north of Green Bay last night, especially from Marinette County over into Door County. A weak ridge of high pressure builds in for tomorrow, and then we turn our attention to the big storm. It's now in several pieces. It's going to start to come together here as we head throughout the day on Saturday and then make its way north and east towards the state of Wisconsin. You can see we've got winter storm warnings and watches across the state. And here's SkyCast showing that storm rolling across the Great Lakes starting tomorrow night, continuing Sunday, and then wrapping up on Monday. Here's a look at what the latest computer forecast models are showing for the Fox Valley. The American model still showing 27 inches of snow. The European right around 24 inches. The Canadian showing 37 inches of snow, and the blend, which kind of takes everything into consideration and then prints out the most likely scenario, is showing 21 inches of snow. Having said that, it does look like we're going to see some warm air push in from the south into the Fox Valley Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon, and maybe Sunday early evening, and that means some sleet is possible or likely. Now, the general rule of thumb is that an inch of rain equals 10 inches of snow, and an inch of rain equals 2 inches of sleet. So more sleet would equal less snow. If you have 2 inches of rain, you end up with 20 inches of snow. If you have 2 inches of rain, you would only end up with 4 inches of sleet. Obviously, there's a huge difference between 4 inches of sleet and 20 inches of snow. So the big question right now is, how much sleet are we going to get? SkyCast shows heavy snow falling across the entire area tomorrow night into Sunday morning. That warm air starts to push in by Sunday morning. You can see kind of a mixture here, mainly in the form of sleet pushing into the Fox Valley, and then colder air starts to wrap back in behind the system as we head into Sunday evening and Sunday night, with snow falling quite heavily at times into Monday before wrapping up by the evening. It looks like about 4 to 6 inches across the Fox Valley Saturday night, another 4 to 6 inches on Sunday with that sleet mixing in, 8 to 10 inches Sunday night, and then another 2 inches or so is expected on Monday. So when all is said and done, I'm thinking 18 to 24 inches here from around the Fox cities, north and east. North and west of Green Bay, where there's no sleet mixing in, there could be some spots that do approach 3 feet. Crazy to think about those kind of totals, but it's possible. Good luck measuring it, however. 12 to 18 inches in from central Wisconsin over towards around Two Rivers, and then 6 to 12 inches across the far south. With those types of numbers showing up on the forecast, yes, we could be looking at a top 5 biggest snowstorm here in the Fox Valley. Not only will this system produce heavy snow, but it's going to be strengthening rapidly as it moves off to the north and east, eventually getting down to 975 millibars, which is comparable to a Cat 2 hurricane. So I'm also expecting northeast winds gusting 50 to 60 miles per hour, much like what we saw today. That'll produce widespread blowing and drifting snow, visibility dropping to 0 at times. Travel could and will become impossible, especially in rural areas, Sunday evening through Monday. And we could be looking at snowfall rates of 2 inches per hour with the threat for some thunder snow. In order to get a blizzard, you need falling snow or blowing snow, winds gusting 35 miles per hour or stronger, and visibility at or less than 1/4 of a mile for 3 hours. I think that's going to happen, and I think that winter storm warning will get upgraded to a blizzard warning at some point. Clearing skies tonight, lows around 20. Tomorrow, the actual calm before the storm. We'll see sun and clouds giving way to clouds. High temperatures will be in the 30s. Then the storm arrives tomorrow night. It's going to snow heavily at times Sunday night, and Monday. Very cold on Monday. Morning highs around 20, then falling into the teens, only in the teens on Tuesday. And then we start to warm up as a week from today, we move into spring officially.